Well, we have leaked video footage of things that the FDIC does not want you to see, which is confusing to me. I'm like, well, why'd you put it on video? I don't even think they knew the cameras were rolling, and they're just having this conversation. They're like, the people are too stupid, but something's really bad is going to happen, so let's make sure we take care of ourselves. And for those of you that don't know what the FDIC is, well, basically the words just kind of spell out what it is, FDIC, right? Just throw a K on the end. Sorry, Google. And if I were to Google search FDIC, you'd get all these bad things like the Great Depression and bail-ins, because that's what they actually did. And that's what they're actually going to do to you. And they've talked about it. They even have it in all of their paperwork that no one goes through in some PDF format. Oh, and cue the fire a second time if you guys are like, well, I totally trust the government. Really? Okay, I totally trust what the FDIC has to say. Okay, when Biden tells you inflation is only 1 inch, you know it's a little bit bigger. And also, there's a huge difference between when women tell you, right? Oh, they just spent a little bit of money. That means they spent a lot of money. Or when you're dating a guy and he's like, it's very big. That means it's probably really small. So when a woman says it, times it by 3, right? How many guys, And maybe 4, maybe even 5. When it's a guy, subtract 5. Also, before I forget, in the middle of the video, I have a very cool sponsored video section for you, and it's on a short squeeze, which if you go back and you look at my last one, ta-da, you're welcome. Just make sure you know how to trade so you can take advantage of squeeze. I will show you. Bank bail-ins, the sneaky legislation that puts you on the hook for failing banks. Also, breaking news. I just need to admit I'm a hypocrite. Are you a hypocrite if you can admit to it? Because I'm like, guys, you don't trust FDIC. The money's not there. Trust me on that one. But you bank. Yes, I do. I just want you all to know, please don't rob my house. I do not have a bunch of sheets of paper under my bed. My wife, maybe. Those would probably be credit cards that I am unaware of. Breaking news. So I'm just going to tell you what's the difference. So this is what's going to happen soon. It actually almost happened in March of 2020. Remember that? The good old days when Bitcoin went to 3,000. It got really bad in the banking system, but you've seen nothing yet. You got to wait for it. That was just like the pre. You know that pre-water that comes out, gentlemen, right before the dam breaks? There was a hole and it's like, hey, we got a hole. And then the whole thing goes, woo, this is going to be a pretty one. I don't know when. I do not have the crystal balls. Bank bail. Well, so we have bank bailouts. You know what that was. That happened in 2007. Great Depression, they had bail-ins. This is, rather than using taxpayer money to infuse banks with capital, banks can seize money, your money that you loaned to the bank. So if you're like, hey, I think I want to put the sheets of paper in my bank account, it's a loan. They have to pay you interest. I know it's 0.00001. Well, unless you move it into the bond market. See, that's where I'm like confusing you, because you're like, well, you use the bank to buy bonds. Yes, I did. I also use the bank to buy stocks, and then I buy stuff like gold, silver, property. My friends can seize money from depositors, turning debt into equity to keep the banks afloat. So in number 1, bank bailouts keeps the bank afloat. Bail number 2, they take your money to keep the banks afloat. And then in the end, the banks win. See, and the banks own everything. They control everything. They own everything. It's just how the whole system is created and done for you. So you can sleep well at night, right? When you're like, whoo, I'm glad there's FDIC protecting my funds. What? 150,000, I'm going to get that back? You know you won't. But Bravo, you don't understand. The FDIC saves us, like the New Deal, all these things that these guys make that guy, the president, do, right? You can kind of tell who's in charge there. Everyone's like, no, sign right there. There we go. Oh, wait. He didn't do it right. It's kind of like Joey B here, not breaking news again. 6 more classified documents discovered at Biden's house. Documents everywhere. What? Those aren't mine. Those are clearly the orange guys. He must have left them. Oh, also, if you happen to live in Atlanta, you probably want to move. Just saying. They're blowing your town up. Again, if you think that's bad, you wait until the next downturn when everything goes really bad. You don't want to be in cities. I'm a hypocrite. I'm currently in one, but I'm getting out. Which kind of reminds me of this. Like, for me, it's like you grab as much money as you can, but then once the oxygen shuts off, you have no more oxygen and you die. You just got to get out of the chamber before you die. That's kind of how I live. And my wife's like, are we safe in the city? I'm like, well, we won't be. Well, when's it going to get really bad? I don't know. Well, get out your crystal balls. I'm like, they're not working right now. Or the same thing when it comes to the stock market. That's why it's easy for me. I'm like, I can get in, I can get out. Or the bond market. You get in, you get out. And then you kind of pull back and wait. But here was the article with video and audio where these fools, like what the videos on, are telling you this isn't going to work. This isn't going to last. FDIC bankers discuss bail-ins to deal with impending market collapse in January 2023. Well, that's when this article was done. And also, I'm not going to do the math for you. I mean, the whole thing is a gigantic Ponzi scheme. It's just debt. I always say this. Here, watch. You want to see how money's created? Poof, it just got created. Well, you didn't do anything. I don't know. Neither does the banks. You walk into a bank. Bank has nothing in it. It's an empty building. Just track with me. Pretend like it's the First Bank. You're like, I want a loan for $1 million. Why so much, sir? Well, because I'm rich. Okay, here's a check for $1 million. They just created $1 million. Poof, out of thin air. That's where 98% of money comes from. Bravo, that's not money. This is money. Yes, I know. Please don't take me down the rabbit hole every time I have to explain. But then you have to pay that back with interest. So where are you going to get that interest? Oh, we got to create more debt. It's an entire debt-based system. Thank you, Maynard Keynes. And just to let you know, it doesn't end well for a civilization or a world that is all dollar. Oh, hey, take out a dollar-denominated debt around the world because we don't want to do it in our currency because you guys are at like 0% interest rates. Not yet. That's a coming. The FDIC insures $9 trillion of bank deposits here. Not even over there. This is like globally with only $125 billion worth of assets. So that is like half of a penny on the dollar. So if for some reason you think, hey, I'm going to get my money back, the answer is no. Now we can listen to the video of the FDIC. Well, and if you're watching this, congratulations before YouTube pulls it. Also, if you would like to get the stuff that you will never find on regular mainstream media, click the subscribe and then come try to find me and then check in a week to see if YouTube didn't unsubscribe you because they're really good at that. Check now. They are talking about financial crisis and their lack of faith in the banking system, and that's what they are. And how to keep the public from freaking out. Well, that's why we have FDIC. And FDIC is like, really?
It should be accessible when people need to know. But I don't think you have much hope of reaching a public that doesn't have a professional need to know.
Oh, look at that. You have no need to know that we're all insolvent, including Janet and Jerome. And if you don't believe me, look at their balance sheet. They're insolvent. I know. You're like, wait, but they have the printer. No, money doesn't work that way. Didn't I just explain where money comes from? And actually, there are so many different shapes and sizes of money. Watch, I'll create a bond. I get out a sheet of paper. Oh, that's great. Write bond on it. Anyone want to buy this bond for $100? Sure. Why? Why would you do that? It's just a sheet of paper that says bond on it. Yes, but it's backed by the United States of America. And then the crazy thing is your bank says, oh yeah, we'll buy it. Well, with what money there, Jimmy? Oh, with our deposits. Like, you know, when you come into the bank, you guys will use their banks to buy those bonds. Wait, that's not right. I know that's how the system works. And then it goes over to Janet, and Janet goes, oh, hey, all you politicians, we have some money, but we've hit a debt ceiling, so we need more. So then they just create more bonds, and they keep doing that to give it to you. That's how that part of the monetary system works. And that would be this over here, right? This is where that all comes from. 31 trillion. These are bonds. Yay! But that's only like 1/5 of the equation. Wait till we go down the Eurodollar road. Ugh, this is all not good, but let's continue to listen to Jeff.
I completely agree with that. I almost think you'd scare the public if you put this out. Like, why are they telling me this? Should I be concerned about my bank?
Yeah, you should, because there's nothing in it. And the FDIC isn't here to protect you either. And honestly, I have lost so much faith in the American people over the last 3 years. I'm actually sad. I mean, you go walk. Now, I have nothing against Walmart or if you shop there, but that is America. Go in there. Go look around. Those are your normal people. And I try to tell normal people what's going on, and they're like, what? Kind of like in 2019 when I told everyone about this thing that was going around and their solutions and to get the things that they want to put into you, and you're like, huh? But it was a really nice experiment, and I know what the solution is now. Just give the people money. They'll shut up. Do anything you. How much? How much you want? Oh, you're not going to take that? Here's $1,000. You take it down. Oh, you want? You don't like us? Here's a stimmy. You like that? Like that stimmy? You have more money. That's how they will fix it now. They figured it out. Just pump out $5 to $10 trillion worth of stimulus. It actually helps out for the banking system, the stock market. That was beautiful. For those of you that are like, no, it was Jerome that saved the market. No, go back in the charts. It was not. It wasn't taking interest rates to zero. That didn't work. It kept going. It gave it a little, as Biden would say, 1 inch, boop, and then off to the races it went until you had a $3 trillion CARES Act. They're like, here, people, stop. I'm just finding that people are like that child in the store of Walmart when the mom's not giving them the candy in the candy aisle that's on their faces, that they're just like, no, I want it now. So our government knows, okay, just create bonds, give them stimmies, okay. We're cool. We're back to normal. Well, you're back to normal until your taxes, which only 40% of Americans even pay federal, 40%. What the F am I doing? $450,000 that I have to pay. You have to pay. That's if you have a job and you go to work and pay for everyone else. And I do say, go ahead, burn it all down. The problem is I'm going to get my wish. They're just going to burn it down with a digital dollar, which I've been talking about for 4 years. Goodness gracious. Then why don't you just go to Bitcoin? Because I do. I trade it. I don't hodl it. If you're hodling those altcoins, if it has a CEO, they're coming for you. FDIC. Quote, you don't want a huge run on the institutions, and there's going to be. So do me a favor, get this tattooed on your forearm right here. FDIC quote, you don't want a huge run on the institutions, and they're going to be. They are expecting it. And I can click that little blue button right there and show you, but I just told you. So the next time you go to your bank, just know these guys don't have your back. The banks don't have your back. Well, YouTubers, cue the fire for a third time, they'll just tell you to buy gold. Like, that solves it. That won't. Shout out to Peter Schiff, but gold and silver, I love it. I own it. I get it. It's an insurance policy, but at the end of the day, they've already figured that out. But do not let me stop you. I know this is not breaking news from buying gold, and I do think the whole world is up to something other than America. Central banks buy gold at fastest pace in 55 years. Something's a-coming. So that's why I tell you, you should probably own gold and silver. But for how long? I don't know. That's why I swing trade. You see, I use all the digits that I make to buy the things that I want. You want an island? Go buy an island. Just don't be like Jeffrey. On my island, there is no kids allowed. Sorry, I just don't like them even though I have 6. Which is another reason why you should never take financial advice from a dude that has 6 kids. Right, dudes? There is no financial benefit. Now, here we go with the short squeeze and sponsor, VUZI. Put it on your calendar. Just make sure you know how to trade it. I'll show you the setup right now, and you're going to be really excited. VUZI, it's a corporation. Some people say that it's going to reach $15 a share, 298%. Thank you, Dawson. Now, you guys know this. I say, that's noise to me. And also, I was checking out these guys prior. I like them because I'm a geek. I'm just a geek kind of a guy. So if it's VR, if it's cool things I can wear on my face, I'll own it. I mean, the glasses that I wear, sunglasses that records, which is creepy, so you don't want to tell people. I hear audio in my ears. I can see things that you can't. But in this one, $1 trillion opportunity, industry leader. Hold on, let me get to the cool thing. Okay, upside potential. I'll give it to you on the 376. Here's what I was looking for right here. Possible short squeeze according to Market Watch, which I see all the shorts are all lined up and ready to go. Which a week or two ago, I told you guys about this one. I said, short squeeze. Well, you got to know when to take profit. But Bravo, I don't know when to take profit. When the line goes into that Lux algo, see that? You take profit, okay? Which it's currently so far above in Bitcoin. Wait for the pullback, because you guys keep asking me, what about Bitcoin? What about Bitcoin? this could be it. Okay. All right. But it's not now. Okay. So wait, everything has a pullback. Oh, look, it had a pullback. Now we get ready for the swing. Also, if you have no clue on how to do this, Jory and Alex, and you're sitting on a bunch of cash like complete idiots, watch. So the first thing you do is you click buy on learning how to swing trade. Oh, where do we learn how to do that? Well, it is dry January. So all this money that you just saved on booze, buy my course for 70% off because it's dry January. And you'd probably rather get it for 70% off than 50% off. I'm just saying, until that's gone. And then it's because look in the comments also. People are like, I don't even know if it's any good. Look in the comments. People will tell you. Everyone really likes it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is try to click on something that I couldn't really click on. Is I click on this. This is actually in the course. I paid a developer to develop it. It even has like buy and sells that come up. I just don't want to turn it on because it gets really messy because I know I've taught for so long when too many lines are my high school kids or college not so much. High school kids, most of them are high and they're like, what's going on? Can you turn off the lights? It's so bright and stop yelling. Okay, see this? That would be one candle. Well, you don't know. It's not a candle because I made it too simple. Here, I'll turn it on. See? Oh, did you see the last swing? Oh, Nelly. Look at this. Woo, baby. Up, 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 up. See, you get it? And you don't close your position until you go underneath the red line. Watch. How much? I have no idea. I've not measured this. I will measure this now. Oh, I don't know if I can go I can't go any higher. I'm up to 41% there, Scott. That's it. It goes higher though. And I would say that is a hell of a lot of money. Thank you, Bravo. Well, you're welcome. Well, guess what? Then it gets in here. Okay. You take profit. Well, unless you don't know what you're doing. And then we get a beatdown. Yay. Guess what? This would be one full candle close above the Bravo 9. Here we go. And just to let you know, I will put my money where my mouth. I can't invest. Anything that's sponsored, I would love to. Trust me. I can't. I don't touch it. I just show you. Enter at your own risk. But I will put my wife's panties on this one. I'll eat them. That's it. Even though they might be edible, might not. I don't know. That's in the disclaimer too. Which actually, this all seems like a win-win for me. But watch, mark it, $4.92. Okay, come talk to me on Tuesday or Monday or whatever you want to do. Just make sure you take profit. And also, I don't know if you noticed this. It's like $5 chairs. I get so many people hit me up all the time. Please talk about our company. We'll give you whatever you want. Nope, I'm not doing it. I have meetings with owners, with CEOs, and I look them right in the face. I'm like, nope. Oh, come on, Bravo. We have all this. Nope, not doing it. Also, one more thing. Go football team, right? Today, the football teams are playing, so get out there and make some money. Which, cue the fire for the fourth time. I'm kind of in a quandary, gentlemen. We live in Texas. Dallas is playing San Francisco. My wife, big Frisco fan, because that's where she grew up and lived. So I don't know what to do. So when I'm like, yeah, go Dallas, she says, oh, okay, Bravo, no cookies. Cookie jar locked. And then I know a lot of you guys are like, stop being a simp, Bravo. Come on, man, you're a man. Pound your chest. And she looks at me, she goes, 50%, and we cleared the 10-year mark. So you go ahead and go out there, Bravo, and put your little thingy wherever you want, because I will remove it. And you will remember me for life because you'll be paying for life. And I'm like, look at Tom Brady. Look at his girlfriend. She's like 27 and she's so hot. She's like, go ahead, keep talking. So my apologies about the squirrel. I don't know what roof I just fell off of, but go football team, and I will see you tomorrow.